Hello and welcome back to Busy Man Reviews. Who would have thought that an episode that took place mostly at a restaurant would make up for an intense and thrilling ride? Well, as for me, to be honest, I knew that there will be a heated encounter between Gabi and Nicolo. But still, so much more happened, and as usual, Attack on Titan delivered yet another fantastic installment. So without further ado, let's discuss what went down in this episode. Hanji's party arrived at the restaurant to investigate the Marleyan volunteers. John and Connie wanted to try that famous wine that the Marleyans brought with them and been serving to top-ranking officers in the military, only to be stopped by Nicolo, who claimed that they are not worthy of tasting this wine, being devils and all that racist crap. But it was clear that he is lying because the real reason he did not want them to drink the wine is something much worse. In the meantime, Gabi and Falco reach at the same restaurant with Kaya and the other kids, and turned out that this invitation came from none other than Nicolo to Sasha's parents, who were present as well. Falco fakes a stomach ache and goes with Gabi to meet Nicolo, who just had a heated encounter with John and Connie and was returning the special wine bottle to the cellar. Gabi told Nicolo that they are warrior candidates, and that they came here on board of the escape airship following the attack on Liberio. When Nicolo asked Gabi if she killed someone on the ship, she couldn't read his face and boasted about killing Sasha. Of course, Nicolo, being already on the edge, loses his mind and hits Sasha with the wine bottle he had beside him. Yes, the same special wine. And as usual, Falco jumps in and takes the hit instead of Sasha, and it completely knocked him out. Poor Falco. I really wish Gabi would someday acknowledge his feelings towards her. Nicolo then took Gabi and Falco to face Sasha's parents and offered to kill them himself, in case Sasha's father wouldn't want to do it himself, which he refused. Not only that, he also spoke some sense into Nicolo and de-escalated the situation. I loved his reasons for forgiving Gabi. His speech implied that war is just like a hunting ground, and that Sasha was brought up as a hunter, and in both hunting and war people kill and get killed, and that it is their responsibility as adults to stop passing down the cycle of hate and revenge from one generation to the other. That makes a lot of sense and requires a lot of courage, but unfortunately only few people are willing to let that happen. And yes, I'm looking at you, Eren. Kaya, on the other hand, couldn't help but to take a shot at Gabi and try to stab her, and luckily for Gabi, Mikasa saved her yet one more time, and together with Armin, they took her to a room where Armin pointed out that all Gabi talks about is killing, which reminds him of someone. Finally, someone said it. She's a copy of Eren. And we all know by now that this path of revenge didn't end well for anyone. In the aftermath of this encounter, Nicolo asked Hanji to rinse Falco's mouth with water because some of the wine went in, and finally explains that he believes that this wine is actually made from Zeke's spinal fluid, and that Yelena was the one to ask them to serve it to the top military leader. Nicolo explained that this wouldn't be the first time Marley uses this trick to defeat a nation. I knew it. That bastard Zeke was going to screw over the military. Nicolo also said that revealing this information will put his life at risk. I really hope that Yelena don't come after him. He is, after all, one of the good guys who see the ugly side of war. Finally, the Yeagerist, led by Floke, stormed the restaurant. Floke informed Hanji that they are not going to negotiate with the military, which is expected, to be honest. I mean, the reason for their coup was that they didn't trust the military leadership in the first place, and they seem to have the upper hand not only because they are working with Eren, but also because of the huge public support that they enjoy. Eren, on the other hand, finally decided to sit and talk with Mikasa and Armin. Gabi was also present in the room, but the problem is that he already made a cut in his hand, which seems to be his new way of making a threat. Sit and listen, or else I will change into a Titan and wreak havoc on everybody. That was the same threat he made to Reiner in episode 5 too. So it came to this, Eren threatening Mikasa and Armin, whom he knows they would give their lives without a flinch to save him. I really hope Eren has something sensible to say, especially that he knows about Zeke's plan to turn the military police officers into Titans, as we learned during the conversation between Floke and Hanji. Back in the forest of giant trees, Zeke explained to Levi how he turned the residents of Ragako, Connie's hometown, into Titans using a gas made from his spinal fluid. However, he lied to him and the military when he said that anyone exposed to his serum will freeze until he screams, and turn them into a Titan. A lie that was obviously designed to throw them off from suspecting that he will somehow try to use the same trick on them. Turns out that getting exposed to Zeke's spinal fluid does not turn someone into a Titan immediately. Only when Zeke screams can they turn into Titans who possess the ability to follow his orders and move in moonlight too. This power is unique to Zeke because of his royal blood. When Levi got the news of the coup, we saw him questioning his past actions where he repeatedly saved Eren. Levi said that he could only live with all the sacrifice and fallen comrades because he thought that Eren was the hope of humanity, and now he is not sure if he should save Eren one more time. Clearly, Levi believes that Eren is walking into Zeke's trap and that he will be eaten once he arrives at the forest of giant trees. I loved how the scene was portrayed where we see past events playing in the background behind Levi, who we see for the first time without the smug expression on his face. Man, if Levi is having doubts, that means things are really screwed up. Was it all really a scheme by Zeke to steal Eren's founding titan? Was the attack on Liberio just Zeke's way of verifying that Eren really has the founding titan while eliminating the military leaders of Marley? Does Zeke just want to activate the rumbling just to wipe out humanity and halt the technological advances that will render the titan power obsolete, which in turn might usher the extermination of all Eldians? But more importantly, does Eren really trust Zeke? I hope that he has another agenda in mind. I guess we have to wait till next week to find out when he talks with Mikasa and Armin. What did you think of this episode? Feel free to share your opinions in the comment section down below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video and want to watch further Busy Man reviews, give us a like and hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and see you soon with another video and another Busy Man review. Until next time.